loudest stadiums in the National Football League. And with the drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Welcome, your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Gonna be a cold one here in KC. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. McConkey in motion. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Of a yard. And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, LA.
1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Deep to return, it's Nico Remigio. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
A huge run from Pacheco, 32 yards.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
Got a man. That's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
16-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Short throw caught by the tight end, Gray. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he's in. What a drive. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Now Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Justin Herbert.
That's the linebacker, Nick Bolton, in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On play action, it's Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Vidal. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Play action now. It's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Really nice play here by the strong safety, and what's unique about this player is the position that he's playing makes him have to play deep coverage like we saw here, but also at times be able to get down in the box and be an extra linebacker. That versatility is something we're seeing a lot out of safeties in today's NFL, and you can see a big reason why.
Play action here. Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Derwin James, the multiple times All-Pro, getting in there for the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
On second down, Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if that would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way. But at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable. Because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Third and long for Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley.
Complete.
They'll get about
Bill
4
Disley.
here as he is taken
4
down.
yards on the pickup.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the ground, it's Vidal. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Charger first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. On the out, connecting with Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down. A gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here comes Vidal, and he will dive into the end zone. Kimani Vidal, touchdown, L.A.
Chargers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it, and the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Oh, and Rice is wide open. He's got it. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A give here to Pacheco. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Mahomes back. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. And you look out there and you have a mismatch. You have a linebacker or a safety on your running back. He's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
Khalil Mack in on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has the...
And he'll take it on in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Chargers 7.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back set to go once more. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. A handoff, and this is Vidal. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Herbert. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It's a big one for the Chargers. 39 yards.
39-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers 1st down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll get this to Disley on the right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll give this to Vidal. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 4 at 14-10. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. Following the penalty, he'll run it, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Open man is the tight end, Disley. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
This play is actually really well defended here, but I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells...
That is caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. Touchdown, Chargers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Dicker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Two minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Open man, left side. He's got it. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
2nd and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Mahomes now to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's going to have the first down just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You know, we spend so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
Chargers 14. Harrison Butker
halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Motion man is Johnston. Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Now it's 2nd and 1. Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Remigio now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
That's good.
About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Last play got 15. This one gains 15. And another first down.
first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Now Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
And I think if they didn't get it there, even with the lead, I think that coach is telling them, hey, this is 4-down territory. But that's all for naught now, because after that good blocking up front, he picks up a fresh set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Moving to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tuli Pelotu gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long for Mahomes. That one intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Chargers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing, Herbert. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Disley is the man in motion. Play action now. It's Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. He is out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 24-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 29.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll stick with him again. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Intended for Keenan Allen.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They put Kelce in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Kelce. Complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Mahomes connects with Kelce for a big one. 31 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
He's got his man, Brown. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Pacheco. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They put Kelce in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Patrick Mahomes.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
That is caught out wide on the RPO, and he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
13 yards.
That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Gray is the motion man here. That is caught, and he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. McConkey in motion. Left side, he's got the tight end, Disley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these 3rd downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Disley is the man in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Marquise Brown. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, it's Worthy. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A pickup of 12 yards. And the Chiefs have a 1st down
at the 46-yard line.
Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
From the 20, here's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw again. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop and falls incomplete.
Attempt.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
14.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chargers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That one complete to McConkey.
Complete to Ladd McConkey. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw, caught by Johnston on the RPO. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 16
A gain
yards.
of 16 on that pass play. And the Chargers have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, L.A.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the 4th quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got a team of 1st down.
That's another.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he'll take this one in. Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Chargers 21.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Gray is the motion man here. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one, maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Henley on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll go with the sneak, and he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And the 11.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On third down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Mahomes' pass intended for
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there, works through his progression, move on to the next play, and just throw that ball away.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. Davis to return it, and he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still position to go try to pull this one out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
Herbert's pass complete to Will Dissly. It's a turnover on downs.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should come close to closing this one out, depending on whether or not the defense wants to use those 2 timeouts they have left. But it really would just prolong what seems to be inevitable. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete left side to Worthy. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Harrison Butker to
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert.
Herbert's pass, complete to Will Dissly. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. Herbert to throw. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And the Chargers.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind. And while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from KC. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Mahomes now on second down. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Pacheco. He'll push forward for about a yard. Deshaun Hand in on the tackle.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelce. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Chiefs first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. We'll try to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 5. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
And it's a big play there for his first catch of the game. And not only does he get a nice chunk of yards, but now he puts his offense in plus territory as they try to see if they can end this drive with some points.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On the ground, it's Vidal, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. It's 2nd down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
He'll push forward here, down to about the 27. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
It's fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So now they'll pitch it out here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Back at the 40-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On play action now, Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
And the Chargers
a pickup of 14 on that one. And the Chargers have the first down. Here comes Vidal. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Disley is the man in motion. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter, as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Tuli Tuipulotu there for the tackle.
The 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, KC.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why. Not a great start by this running back here in the first half, Mike. He had a fumble earlier. Now he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to get more out of this run game as the rest of this game moves along.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. He's across midfield, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Second and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's into the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs extend their advantage to 14-3.
Chargers 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. A handoff, and this is Vidal. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
They'll give this to Vidal, and he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 36-yard
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. And the Chiefs have a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. Now they are in business, inside the 15-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
It is brought in the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
His kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 21, Chargers 3.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. On play action, now Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Vidal. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here. Second and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
A gain of 3 yards.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. McConkey in motion. They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. held to no
Taken
gain.
down right at the line of scrimmage.
So often when it
No
comes
gain
to
on the
safeties,
play.
Mike, we talk about
Second
their
and
speed and their
10.
range. But
At
for
the
him to
Chiefs'
be able to come up and
27-yard
make a
line.
tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Herbert to throw on second down. Short throw taken in by Disley.
Complete
And a good
to
job
Will
rallying to the
Disley.
football. Holding just a gain of a
2-yard
yard and
pickup
sets up
makes it
third down.
and 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
That's another.
It's been a rough first half,
Chargers
but now as we
first
approach
down.
halftime, Mike, you got to
and
start
goal,
getting some
Chargers.
wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime.
Brings up second and
We'll return
goal.
to Arrowhead after this. From the 1, second and goal. To throw, it's Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's in! Kamani Vidal. Touchdown, L.A.
Chargers.
Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their
His
breath,
kick is
just
good.
keep it close, give yourself a fighting
Score,
chance here out of the
Chiefs
break.
21, Chargers 10. Cameron
After the
Dicker to
touchdown,
kick off
here's
for the
Dicker
Chargers.
out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way
The Chiefs
across
take
the
over first and
25-yard
10
line.
at their own
The Chiefs and their
27-yard
running
line.
back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO, and he'll be brought down, but not before they get this
It's a gain
all the
of
way up
21
near
yards.
midfield.
And a
That's
Kansas
his
City
third
Chiefs
catch of this first half,
first
and
down.
good enough for a first down.
First
We've really
and
seen
10 at
both
the
teams have a lot
48-yard
of
line.
success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll get that one complete to Rice.
Mahomes pass.
Outbreaking
Complete
routes,
to
Mike,
Rashee
especially
Rice.
outside of the numbers,
4 yards on the
everything
pickup.
is about the timing.
Second
If
and
you're late
6
with the throw,
at the
you're going to be
48-yard
watching that
line.
defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's second and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A
It's a
pickup
gain of
of
14
14 on
yards.
that one. Good
That's
for a
good
Chiefs
Kansas
first
City
down.
Chiefs
These
first
crossing
down.
concepts are frequently used,
First
Mike,
and
throughout
10
the
at the
entire game,
34-yard
all
line.
across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Mahomes now to throw again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
On the play.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far,
this one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Chiefs 28, Chargers 10.
Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. Now, a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That is going to be intercepted by Trent McDuffie. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Davis now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and They've done a great job all day.
Motion man is Johnston. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Here's Remigio. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
13 more on that carry. He is churning out the yards. And another first down.
1st and 10.
Well, after the nice run to start the drive, why not go back to the well and try it again? And that's exactly what they do. Have to imagine at some point now, the defense tries to change their look.
RPO, and they throw it to Rice.
Mahomes pass, complete to Rashee Rice. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
48-yard line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Rashee
Well, in a game that seems like it's gone all in their favor, that's kind of one of the rare cases where this offense didn't appear to be on the same page, because for as good as they have been all day long, this possession at least, they're going to stall out.
On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt. Back deep is Darius Davis. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
taken down back at the 18-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Chargers
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. It was Jalen Watson who got the arm in there to break that one up.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Throwing right, that's Johnston. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
That's another Chargers.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Now Herbert again. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
That is a big play for LA. 31 yards.
First and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now he'll run, and he will get into the end zone. Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A gain of 6.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. Open man downfield, it's Rice. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 30 yards.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Chiefs 35, Chargers 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Patterson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 15. And the Chargers have the first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with the tight defensive coverage.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on third down. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Returnable for Remigio.
The Chiefs take over,
and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
It is 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll try to run for it. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of
they get 22 yards there.
That's
1st down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco. He gets the 4th quarter going, and he dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
At the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
4 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes. He pulls it in around the 5. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 6.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike. And what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That one, taken in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Chargers 17.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Davis now to return it. Whoa! And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll check this one down to Patterson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of
They
11.
get 11
And the
quickly pick up a first down.
First down.
And this completion
First
certainly
and
won't
10
be
at the
changing the
37-yard
outcome of the
line.
game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
He'll get that one to Patterson, complete, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a
Why
gain of
not go
20.
back to him? That
That's
one good for
another
20 yards
Chargers
and a first down.
It's a
It's
gain
really
of
been a
20.
one-sided game, but
First
how
down,
often do we see
Chargers.
in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive. I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he's in. Heenan, Allen. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Chargers.
Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
42. Chargers 24.
After the
Cameron
touchdown,
Dicker,
here's
the kickoff
Dicker
for the
out to
Chargers.
send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice
The Chiefs
place
take
for the
over
drive to
first
start.
and 10.
Patrick
At their
Mahomes
own
going to lead the
28-yard
KC
line.
offense back out for this next drive. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Not much there,
Isaiah
maybe
Pacheco,
a yard.
ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. A run. It's Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot.
Isaiah Pacheco,
Maybe a
ball
yard.
carrier.
That's it.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. He's over
It's a
100
gain of
receiving yards on the
22
afternoon now. And
the
a first
Kansas
down to
City
boot.
Chiefs.
It just seems like whenever they
First
need a big
down.
play on third down, you can almost
First and 10
guarantee
at the
that he's someone they're going to
47-yard
try to
line.
get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
A handoff to Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are
That's
on the march. Another
Kansas City
first down.
Chiefs. First
And this
down.
running game has really been
First and
rolling,
10
Mike,
at the
all
34-yard
game long. The
line.
holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And boy, tough to
Isaiah
bring
Pacheco,
down there,
ball carrier.
fighting forward
He
for
was
a
tackled
gain
at
of
the
7.
27-yard line.
This just
It's a
shows
gain
why
of
you
8.
can't count on
Brings
just
up
one
2nd
guy
and
to
2.
take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They put Kelsey in motion. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
We're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And a nice gain there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
Pacheco. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's got another one. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
His kick is good. Makes the score Chiefs 49, Chargers 24. Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The
Chargers offense ready to get back at it. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with 1st down. On the carry, it's Patterson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert to throw. Short throw taken in by Disley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
1st down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert to the air again. He's got his tight end, Arande Gadsden the second. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. He'll swing this out to Patterson. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
A loss of 2.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. The Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end, and then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 3. And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal.
So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. They take care of business here at home. It's a game they were expected to win. They had no problems in the end as they cruise to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious as we say so long from Arrowhead.